Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome to, I guess, what is this, the fourth live stream of me streaming Kingdom. I got a copyright on the last live stream. I gotta figure out why that is. Um, so that's why the opacity is even worse now. It was weird. The first two live streams I didn't get hit. So I don't know what's going on. I just lowered the opacity a little bit more. Make your cam a bit bigger. It's gonna cover the panel though. Um, I'll just do this. There we go. Make it a little bigger. Um, but yeah. So we are doing chapters 33 to 40 today, and we left off at, I believe, Heki 10 Heki 10 Shin's group are up against a one of the captains from this other side. Anyways, one of the mountain people got one-shotted. Do one of them drinking a Somersby. I like having it. Not sponsored though. Do you like one? I have one here for you. But yeah, I guess we'll get started here because we have VOD watchers, I believe. I believe we have a few VOD watchers. No thanks. You liked it the other day though. You didn't mind it. Okay. Yeah, let's yeah, everything's good. All right, so chapter 33, provocation? Provocation? Let's get into it though, because I'm ready. I have my notebook here just in case I need to write down some new names. I haven't really had to because I've been pretty good with them for the most part anyway. Though I do occasionally still say the other names, like the earlier translation. But we'll see. This probably will be about an hour stream, I would have to say, for 8 chapters. So yeah, let's get to this. All right, so yeah, we saw this last live stream. You know, everyone is shocked by just how quickly this one of the Mount people, he just got absolutely decimated. Um, and you see everyone else trying to get revenge now, or the other mountain people. He charges in here. Looks like he gets two of the dude's guards, and then he slices him in half with ease. Next, and now you see 10 is just scared. Heki is hesitant. How could this be? With only 2 swings of his sword, he has completely changed the tide of the battle. So this is Saji. Yeah, let me write that down though. Let me write that down. Two, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be standing around. I have time to rally. I have to rally my troops and restore our morale. But even if I understand that, my body, it won't move at all. Yep, scared. You're the one getting too cocky, you damn baldy. And then Heki's like, Shin. And now we're going back to Yotanwa and Sei's battle here on the, looks like the outskirts, or not really the outskirts, just outside of it. And you see Yotanwa here with ease taking out multiple people at once. That presence, is it Baggio? No, it's probably that kid. Seems things are getting serious on that side too. Interesting. She can sense presences. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, does Kingdom get into that realm as well? Cool. So you have Shin right in front of Saji. And then Shin looks at him and says, my ass, you baldy. And Shin gets hit straight on the shoulder. He says, ouch. This baldy is pretty damn fast. I couldn't even scratch him. I'll friggin' kill you. And he charges at him. And he's it looks like Shin is sending out a barrage. She's like, what is that? What is that kid? Ryo to hold his own against Saji-sama, who always strikes down men with one blow. And then Ten is just there like watching, saying, awesome, Shin, keep it up, but also in a very nervous tone. Heki is kind of just like, and he's like, why, Shin? How is a kid like you able to fight Saji to a standstill? Do you have no fear? Where on earth do the two of you draw your strength from? Two of you? Yo. He didn't hesitate at all in the face of Uki's troops and even led a charge to cut open his own path of escape. Just what are you two? Great generals of the heavens. And he's thinking about what Shin's dream was, or is with Hugh. Are you serious about those words, Shin? Does a slave like you really think you can? Doria. He says, psh. All right, I got a hit. How's that? That's truly what you're aiming for. The real fight starts now. You're really going to become a great general? Then you must aid our king in unifying the lands and soar everywhere under the heaven. Just lower the music a little bit here. And it grazes Shin, Saji's next swing, and he's like, oh, it hit him a little bit in the head. Shin, if that is the case, die. Then you must not die here. Heki, oh, Heki's gonna die. Oh, Heki's gonna die, isn't he? Yo, Shin, bro. I'll be honest, man. Currently, I'm loving Kingdom. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm loving Kingdom. Like, I can't wait to keep. So, just quickly on a note, the next time I do one of these live streams will probably be either Sunday or Monday. So there's gonna be a little bit of a gap here. So I'm glad that I'm doing a lot back-to-back days. But anyways, to get back to it, Shin, you better do something, bro. Because currently Shin's character for me is like whatever. I don't hate him. But there's nothing too interesting. He's just a very rash, kind of typical main character currently. That does not mean that he won't grow later on, and especially with a manga that has over 700 chapters, I actually expect him to be very well written going forward too. So, but Shin, if Heki dies here, bro, you better this cannot be happening, bro. Anyways, Heki gets a slice on Saji from the back. Shin and Ten are surprised. Saji looks behind him. Heki has a fierce look in his eyes. I've already allowed one of you to die. I definitely won't let Shin be killed. And he gets a slash in, but he says it's too shallow. But with those strikes, just one more step. If I take one more step, I can kill him. Saji gets Heki on his right shoulder all the way up to his right leg. And you probably get the most emotion you see from Shin so far in the series, including Hio's death. And he's yelling out Heki, and he looks crazy. He actually looks like Guts here, in my opinion. And Heki's just fallen over to the ground. And that's the end of chapter 33. Shin looks devastated right off the bat of this new chapter here. Heki's still fallen over. You see the exaggerated blood shots coming out of all of his throughout his right side of his body. Ten is already the emotions already hitting Ten instantly. For Shin, it's a little different. Ten is bawling. The mountain people are kind of looking. They're not really giving too much, and then you see a very eerie look on Saji's face, and then you just see Splat, Heki is on the ground, bleeding out. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. You get a really insanely drawn shot here of Shin. Wow, that's a really good shot of Shin. Why is there a watermark? For copyright. A lot of people who read manga, they tend to put like their logo or something in the middle of the manga just so that it helps with the copyright. Hopefully it does. Yeah. I also increased like the contrast of it to make it a little brighter because I couldn't find my PNG logo. I was looking all over for it in my files. I'll find it eventually and then swap it. So I was actually there's actually if you look closely, there's actually a black square in the middle. It actually has the background of it. So I actually changed a lot of things. I upped the contrast. I lowered the opacity to get it as much of like a PNG as possible. And I did, I feel like, a pretty solid job on it, all things considered. But yeah. All right, Shin. Shin's yelling out Heki once again. He's on the floor still. And he says, "Let's continue, Brat," while he looks back. Now we're getting say side. And then he's fighting this dude here. He says, "Oh." Looks like he dodges and then he gets a quick fatal strike on him. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna not stop. I'm gonna try to not say the D word much because I know apparently YouTube doesn't like that either. I don't know, bro. It's weird. I've been hearing that too. They don't like the D word, DIE. If you guys are curious of what I mean, I will try. I'll say it, but I won't try to say it as much as possible. It's weird. I found that out actually from Larry from that One Piece talk. I'll see you, Larry. Anyways, Your Majesty, are you okay? I'm fine. This cannot even be called a scratch. My lord, you're too exposed here. You should take cover behind us. And you get this sick shot. Actually, I really like this shot here. Of the dude on a horse, or sorry, on a horse, right in front of Say's face. And and then it's cool. You get a lot of like the fights happening on the side here. All right, Your Majesty, prepare yourself. And Giku. So Giku here. We might have already gotten info on this dude, maybe right in the beginning. I just don't know if he's a general or not. I feel like generals are very there's not many of them in each kingdom, right? So all right, let's see. Hiko, and then it's just showing like the sky. You, and then Say goes for, or sorry, not Say, that's Shin now. You bastard! How dare you, Heki! And then he's like grunting, and Saji just no emotion. What the? Is it because I got hit on the head earlier? What? Yeah. He's like grunting. He's stepping back. The sword is strength. The sword is speed. And you just see Shin is just he's gotten slashed in multiple different areas. They're all shallow from what it looks like. Shin, and then Tensa Shin, and then Shin's inner thoughts is like my strength. Then Saji responds with, "For someone like me who has mastered both," so he's talking about both strength and speed, "I am the strongest in the world." We know that's cap. Uh, Shin looks back at him. He's sweating. He's all bloody. He's all scratched up. Oi, brat. You have injured the great Saji himself. How do you plan to make amends for that? What have you got to say? Huh? And then Ten's just there in the background, crying, kind of scared. Sees Heki, and Heki's twitching. He's still alive. Ten runs to Heki, but it looks like someone threw something at him. Heki, hang in there, Heki. Heki, hey, what? What'd you say? And then the situation. Everyone's in a pinch, especially Shin. Rah! And they're just yelling at each other basically while swinging their swords. This is bad. Sajin-sama has completely snapped. What do you expect? He's the type to cleave someone in half just for getting his clothes dirty. That kid's going to get tortured to death. And then you get a great shot of Heki just on the floor there and Ten looking at Shin. And we know he's looking at Shin because that's what they were just referred to last time. You look cute, by the way. Oh, thanks, babe. Appreciate it. This is really bad. Really bad, Ten says. But it's okay. We still have Shin on our side. No matter how battered he gets, he won't lose. No matter how beaten up he gets, he'll definitely win. Isn't that right, Shin? Oh wait, you're not mod. You're right. I'm so used to, yeah, sorry about that. Add as moderator and then managing. I think managing moderator, babe, you can actually like do polls and stuff. So if eventually in later Kingdom streams, if there's more people who decide to come in, we could do like polls or Q&As and stuff too. By the way, just quickly, really want to say that I appreciate the comments on the VODs. I really do appreciate that. It's really cool. I know a lot of people have been liking the Kingdom VODs, so I think I say a lot, but there's only been like 20 views, I think, on like 2 of them. But there's been like 7 comments, or well, including mine. So I think like 5 or 6. But still, I really do appreciate that. Seriously. Okay. Where were we? He'll definitely win. Isn't that right, Shin? And is that a kick? Yeah, Saji kicks Shin in the gut. He's about to spew blood here. Oi, oi. Who said you could take a break? Get the hell back up. This guy does not want to kill Shin yet. He wants to torture him, like the guys were saying earlier. Wasn't your little squad planning on ambushing the throne room? Why don't you try going there? What's the matter? Hurry and stand up. What's the matter, brat? Huh? I don't know how to say this. I'm just assuming this is more like grunting, like "Ora." And then you see Ten crying still, "Shit, shit, Shin!" And he yells out Shin's name. It's back. What's back? Shin says, it's back. Ora. And he starts going berserk, and he pushes Saji back. Saji falls over. Ten is surprised. The guards of the Kingdom of Ki are surprised. Has his ass on the ground. Says, "Bah, for a baldy, you sure yap on endlessly." And that's Shin talking. "I didn't hear you properly, so why don't you tell me again? Just who the hell is the strongest in the world?" Chapter 35. Saji still on the ground. Ken is looking shocked. Like I said, the guards are looking shocked. "Thanks to you endlessly spewing bullshit, my head stopped ringing. Now get the hell up. I'll show you who's really the strongest in the world." Yo, Shin, let's go. Alright, we're back to Sei. Or the king. What do you guys prefer me saying? You guys prefer me saying Sei or the king? I guess we can go by the king too. Alright, so you got this guy. His name is Giku. Giku? Yeah, I think Giku. Looks like they're about to fight here. Crazy shot though. And Sei looks determined. He says, "Hugh, or who? To be so young, not cower at all despite facing me and my horse. How admirable for a king to possess such a warrior spirit. Could he be the second coming of King Sho? However, how unfortunate that you have to be born in the wrong time and place. Your death will be regrettable." And it's showing we get a panel actually of things turned upside down. But from what we can see on the top of the panel, we're actually getting the perspective of Giku on the horse, and it looks like Sei just knocked him off of it here. He's like, "Huh? What was that?" And he's fallen off, but it looks like he's about to land straight. Or someone swaggering about horseback. About on horseback. Your sword is certainly quite light. And you got Shibunkin joining the fray. Let's go. A lot is going on right now. You actually get here. Nufu. Shibunkin certainly is dependable as always. So you have Uki here. So now Uki has finally sees that Shibunkin is actually alive. However, it's quite a shame that there's one area we cannot observe from here. Is 2 around? Sir, did you call for me? And we have Uki's second in command. His name is 2. I'd like you to go check the situation inside the Red Dragon corridor for me. Oi, I need someone to head to the right dragon. I asked you to go too. Asked you to go. Toy. I'm gonna say toy. I think it's toy. I think it's pronounced as toy. Anyone want to correct me on that if anyone's in chat? I think it's Toy. Tou. We'll go with Toy for now, and then correct me if it's pronounced something else. But isn't Saji the one guarding that passage? The infiltration team has probably already been completely wiped out by him. If they break through the corridor, there's nothing that stands between them and the throne room. Mr. Shi must have absolute confidence in Saji to hold the ground if he assigned him there. 2? Oh, it's just 2. But you put a German O on there. I don't know how to pronounce the O in with a German accent. Dude, I think I'd just say 2 then, right? Okay. Where was I? Saji to hold the ground to assign him there. Or Shimugen is no fool. He must be aware of this as well. Yet he still decided to split his forces to attack the corridors. You think they believe they can defeat Saji? Who can say? The only one who knows are the ones inside the corridor right now. Where undoubtedly the most trusted fighters from both sides are currently engaged in battle. Is that so? So Saji's responding back to Shin saying, I'll show you that I'm the strongest. Your concussion got better while I was playing around. But so what? In the end, nothing has changed. Let me see something here. Okay. There's no mask to protect your head anymore. With my next strike, I'll splatter the walls with your tiny brain. And Shin says in his head, that's right, one hit. My eyes have cleared up, but I've lost way too much blood from all these wounds. I'm already starting to feel numb in some places. I've only got one more swing left in me, but that's all I need. I'm not using a wooden sword anymore. This is the king's sword I inherited from Hugh. Su. Like he's opening the shotgun. What's going on here? They both are about to clash. And you see, and they're both yelling. And Shin says, watch me, Heki, well, in his head. And there you go. The last strike from both of them. You see, Shin's determined. Saji's pretty confident and calm. Ken is obviously worried. And you see Shin, his whole left shoulder split open. There's no one that can match my strength or speed. And Ten is just crying. But Shin looks like he stands his ground. And they're shocked. Not only Ten, but Saji. Yo, Baldy, you probably haven't even realized because all the blood's gone to your head. But thanks to Heki's cuts, both your speed and power have been halved. This is the present from Heki. And he slices him, receive it properly. And you get like the exaggerated, it takes like fucking 15 seconds for the enemy to notice they've been hurt. And it looks like during the clash, though Shin took damage, it was more shallow than Saji's. Impossible. And he just splats on the ground. How could I, to a kid? Just who are you? And Shin looking badass, saying the name Shin. Outside the throne room. What's the ruckus? It sure is noisy in this courtyard. Or in the courtyard. Is there some trouble with the mountain dwellers? That's the Chancellor's chariot. You see someone hop into the throne room. Everyone's shocked. And it's Chancellor Ryu. It's pretty rare to see you so flustered. What's the matter, Chancellor? I have 2 things to report. Firstly, the mountain dwellers have deceived us. They do not intend to establish an alliance. 50 of their men have broken through the Crimson Turtle Gate and are now engaged in battle with 300 of Mr. Shi's soldiers at the Dragon Courtyard. And everyone is like freaking out. And then he says, secondly, amongst the mountain dwellers is King Ace. And now they're even like, no way, the king? Just what is going on? Why is the king with them? How is this possible? And one person says, could it be? The king is allied with the mountain dwellers to retake the throne? And then Ryu says, "Stop panicking. It's impossible for them to reach the throne room. Recall all the guards, including the soldiers surrounding the royal harem, and send them to the courtyard." Author note: the harem, aka Hugong, where the queen and concubines reside. I don't know what concubines is. Maybe someone can let me know. I could search it up, but I'm obviously reading right now. Then rally an army of 10,000 to exterminate those 2,000 mountain dwellers outside. We will finish everything in one swoop. Ketsu, did you just say Ace is here? Yes, sir. However, there's no need to fear. If we follow my plan, then everything will... And he starts laughing. He starts laughing. And everyone's just kind of like, okay, like, let's not, you know, get on his bad side. He keeps laughing. He says, I see. I see. So he really was alive after all. Ace. So you finally ran out of options and were forced to ally with those savage monkeys. How fitting for someone as lowly as you. Do you really think you could reclaim the throne with such a pitiful army? How foolish. Regret your folly with your dying breath and know, someone like you has no right to be king. I am the king of kin. Are you tiring, Tanwa-sama? And then Tanwa looks, says, And you're getting these shots of, you know, the mountain people, or they call them mountain dwellers too, fighting outside of the on the outside of the walls. Then we cut back to a great shot of three of the mountain people. This one here with this mask has been more of the main focused ones. That is not Yotanwa. And then you got Shin there, and this is a great panel. He says, "We did it, Heki. Why are you crying after such a victory?" And he smiles and he says, "Did someone close to you die?" And Shin's like, "Oh, Heki, you're alive?" He managed to pull back at the last second, so my wound isn't that deep. And as they're walking back, everyone sure is beaten up. But to only lose 2 men after facing that many soldiers, you mountain folk are fearsome indeed. They ended up turning tail and running near the end, though. Are you sure you don't need to sleep, Heki? As if he could sleep after coming this far. Right, Heki, bro? Yeah. Once we break through this maze, we'll be right outside the throne room. Are you ready for this, Shin? You betcha. We have to eliminate Sekyu. Let's go. Chapter 37. Alright, the battle's obviously still going on the outside here. You know, pieces are flying. Literally. Thanks for saving my neck. You guys sure are strong. They're almost at their limit, too. Looks like they're standing through willpower alone. It's in times like these that the men need to be roused. The commander's occupied with Giku. And Lieutenant Heki isn't here either. Someone has to rally us. So, I don't want anyone to answer this, but you know, Heki is a lieutenant, and he isn't that strong. He's not weak, but he just isn't that strong. I wonder if lieutenants overall throughout the show, or sorry, throughout the series and the manga, if they're just gonna be like whatever characters. No, in terms of strength, because Heki is a cool character. I like Heki a lot, actually. And also, what I will say to backtrack a little bit is that I'm sure it also matters how strong the general is. Or the commander, right? If the commander or general is like very strong, then maybe the lieutenant is pretty strong too. The lieutenant, or if the commander general isn't it's kind of like strong, but like, you know, there's holes in his fighting, then maybe the lieutenant isn't as strong. Maybe, we'll see. You have Sei on top of one of the mountain people, and he says, "Hear me, soldiers. Do not let your resolution waver. Victory is almost within our grasps." Victory is within our grasp? This is a war against my brother Seikyu and his guardian Chancellor Ketsu, who conspired to reign in tyranny over Kin. Oh, have I been saying Ryu? I think, yeah, sorry, I meant to say Ketsu. Only these two men are responsible for this wicked rebellion. We're the enemy to lose, the two of them. They will surely collapse with their leadership. Right now, Seikyu and Ketsu are hiding in the throne room without even a single guard to protect them. Even as we speak, our detachment is assaulting the throne room and about to slay their two leaders. All we need to do is endure and stand our ground. Hold fast and do not waver. Even if you were to break your sword, even if you were to lose your arm, even if you were to bleed yourself dry to the last drop, you must endure. So long as we endure, it shall be our victory. And everyone's screaming. Utano liked the speech. What did he just say? To bear with 10 kills for each man? Simple task. What an impressive king. With that one speech, he has managed to reinvigorate many of his soldiers. A most commendable king. However, you are still only struggling against the inevitable. There's no other fate for your men facing Saji but certain death. Yeah, he doesn't know yet. And with the arrival of these elite soldiers, there's not even a sliver of hope left for you or your army. Looks like the enemy reinforcements. 30 kills each then. Take the right there. Aren't we there yet, Heki? Just a bit more. We're already halfway there. You see one person with one arm already off. Hey, Captain, you should really get that guy to rest. At this rate, he's going to die. He has decided to advance by his own will. I will not stop him. If that were to lead him to his death, then that is fine too. And then Ten's like, what? What are you talking about, Captain? How could you say something like that? 10. Agio is correct. Heki? Everyone and everything is relying on us. Not only the lives of the king and everyone fighting for him in the courtyard, but also the lives of our 2,000 comrades waiting for us outside. Even the outcome of this war, it all depends on whether or not we succeed. That man is also aware of this, which is why he has chosen to keep advancing until he can walk no more. And you see Shin holding him up. It's just a bit more. Come on, let's go. Shin. Leave him, kid. He'll only slow us down. Quit nitpicking, Captain. If that's the case, you should also tell Tajifu that he's the one slowing us down. He's going through it. Because, you know, there's this guy called Hio. He was a war orphan like me. We were raised together and grew up like brothers. Even if I say raised, it was as servants. He looked just like Sei. But now that I think about it, they're completely different. He was cheerful and bright, always with a smile, while Sei is just plain dark and gloomy. There's a lot of people who lost their lives because of this rebellion. Hugh is also one of them. But if I think of it that way, that means the place we're going now is where the real culprit responsible for Hio's death is. What about you? You got any brothers? Well, not that you'd understand me. Oh, look at that, we're finally here. This is where it all began. Shin, what's up? Were we getting too slow? Alright, time to step it up a bit. Shin, that guy, he's already dead. Shin's just been dragging him on. Eh? And yeah, he's been dragging him this whole time. And you see screams like, Shin, hold up. You're going the wrong way, it's to the right. Shin, wait up, it's dangerous to charge ahead by yourself. Oh, Shin. Damn it, Shin. Who the hell are you? Hi. Wait, those aren't soldiers. Those two are palace officials. All the enemies from here on should be unharmed. So we're close to the throne room. We're not just close, it's right in front of us. I see a dude here says grrr. And Shin. Didn't we see this guy actually? Alright. Chapter 38, Ronkai. If anything, we should be thankful for the king's sudden appearance. If It could allow us to publicly declare his death. Then Seiki-sama can inherit the throne legitimately. With that, we will be able to recruit hundreds of soldiers, hundreds of thousands of soldiers. Then we could crush Ryu's forces once and for all. Power would return to the noble families where it would rightfully belong. And you have them stepping into the room here. Everyone's shocked. They look back and they see Heki, mountain people, Shin right in the middle, and they are shocked. They're like, where the fuck is Saji? This is the end for you villains. And someone there says, hi. How the hell did you bastards get in here? That damn Saji, did he screw up? Are you Sekio? And the dude twitches. Well, this is a surprise. Here I was thinking you'd start crying and run away. You sure seem pretty laid back given the situation. I hope you've prepared yourself for what's coming. They're coming. Death penalty. Huh? The death penalty. For the crime of low-born peasants like you daring to set foot inside the royal throne room. The death penalty. For the crime of low-born peasants like you having the temerity to speak to royalty. The death penalty. For the crime of garbage like you having the impudence to even breathe the same air in the same room as me. The death penalty. And it's like, damn. Shin is grinning and he starts laughing. He's like, now that's more like it. That's the attitude I thought you royalty would have. After hanging around Sei so much, I had almost forgotten. To refer to your king as you. Are you out of your mind? Oi, oi, aren't you the one that's a bit touched in the head? The rightful king of Kin is Sei. You're nothing but a traitor. Well said, Shin. You bastard. Don't you think you'll be granted a clean death? Don't think you'll be granted a clean death. I'll have your limbs torn off one at a time while you're still alive. Just come and try it, you little shit. Rankai. And you see this dude coming out of the ceiling. Looks like he's about to chow down. And yikes. There was one of the mountain people. They're gone. They're all shocked. What? What the hell are you? Shin. It won't cut. Grab Shin, he tosses him. Shin bounces off the wall, then bounces off of a pillar. Multiple pillars. Shin. He's basically knocked out. He's like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that thing? That would be Rankai. Are you here too? Sir, right here. Have you been to the right dragon corridor yet? I'm about to head over right now, sir. Never mind that. Instead, there's somewhere else I would like you to go to. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. You must depart immediately. Yes, sir. Fight continues. There's 3 against 1. I don't think they stand a chance. Even the captain's dual swords are no good. How are we meant to fight a monster like that? Jin. I wonder if 10 can like actually poison these guys. Even though they're big. Maybe if like 10 gets a couple of shots in, you never know. They're still fighting the quote-unquote king, Seikyu. Chilling there. While one of them is dead on the floor. How the hell are we meant to fight against a monster like this? You two, get back. I'll take care of it. Ah, he's dead. He's gone. He's done. He's gone. In terms they take care of it. Yeah, Baggio's gone, bro. He's out of here. Good night, bro. Eki says, Baggio. Go back outside. They sure are taking a while. Just what is the situation inside? Will they really be able to seize the palace with only 50 men? Rather than just sitting here waiting, wouldn't it be better for us to take action? You're right. We should break through the gate now and lock their army out. Good idea. Don't just go doing as you please, you fool. If your orders were to hold position, then hold your positions. But they've only got 50 men inside there. Aren't you worried about your own men too? We have complete trust in our leader. That's the same for us, nevertheless. Not to mention, it's not only 50 men. The 40 men we chose are our most formidable warriors from all our various tribes. The one leading them is none other than the warlord of the mountain, Yotanwa-sama. That's also of concern, isn't your leader a woman? For a woman to lead an army. Okay, well that's sexist. You plains dwellers fools really don't understand anything, do you? So stupid. Just like your states, the mountains have always remained as fragmented tribes in perpetual conflict for the past few centuries. However, in just a few years, Hanno-sama managed to unite them all together under one leader. She conquered each tribe with her own strength, personally leading from the front lines herself. Hehehe. There was a point where Hanno-sama was feared throughout the mountains as the bloodthirsty king of death. So what if she's a woman, strong and strong? In the end, there was not a single person in the mountains who was able to match her. And they say the R word, which I will not say. Basically dumbass. Actually, there was one demon who managed to damage her mask. Indeed. That would be Baggio, the sword of Hanno-sama. And he's roaring. Keeps aiming for the same wound. This monster's starting to falter, or so it seems. The captain's amazing. Amazing, but also kind of scary. Baggio, that man Shin calls captain. Baggio was a pitiful beast. This was many years ago, back when we had only just begun our conquest, and had started to advance deep into the northern mountains. One night, 3 of our sentries mysteriously disappeared. After searching nearby, we discovered their bodies were with their guts eaten out. Since it was our first time that deep into the mountain, we thought it was some new type of savage beast. We sent out a party of 20 men to scout the area. Not a single man returned. With a feeling of dread, our main army set out to search for those 20 women. We found a beast feasting on the guts of 20 corpses. That was Baggio. Damn. We learned later that his tribe had gotten involved in a war a few years ago and has been completely wiped out as a result. That wasn't even human speech anymore. After living in the wild by himself for years, he had lost all his humanity. He was quite a handful to subdue. You see a young Yotanwa there with him. Hanno-sama accepted Baggio into our tribe and treated him as one of us. And with it, well, let me get a drink. And with it, he regained his humanity. Even now, it's a talented warrior who can even speak your language. However, the wild beast from those savage days, even now, it still lurks deep within him. If he were to ever to unleash that beast again, he would be unstoppable. Okay. So Baggio is getting some love. Nice. I was like, is it just Yotanwa and the other ones are kind of like fodder later on? Okay. They're still going at it. Ronkai and Baggio. Damn, people in this, they're just getting like hit. Unbelievable. That monster's completely at his mercy. The movements are completely different from before as well. Keep it up, Captain. Is this the real Baggio? He's slicing up his wrist. He's using his hands too. You're keeping too much of the action to yourself. It's about time we joined in. Speak properly. I got my pride as the representative of the Fuga tribe. We can't have the Baji tribe hogging all the glory now. Now can we, right? Jifu? Not to mention, this isn't the time to be dawdling. You're right. We don't have the time to play with this monkey. Our leader is waiting for us. Alright. Last chapter, chapter 40. Evil. Get a little sip in here before we start. Alright, the Ronkai's roaring. Shin. Huh? Yo. Aha, you're awake. Huh, I got hit on the head? With this, we're even again. Look, Shin. So we're getting a flashback. A corpse. The Shukyu assassin. I did that. Although someone else finished him off, but he died because of the injuries I gave him. I avenged you, Hugh. That ain't the end. Next I'm gonna make the real culprit pay as well. Just the assassin is enough for my revenge. So he's just dreaming right now, obviously. Your path from now on shouldn't be about revenge anymore. Got it, Shin? Hugh, what? What are you doing? Hugh, no, you're not Hugh. Who the hell are you? How long are you planning to sleep for? Shut up. My whole body hurts so much I can't even move. So much for great general of the heavens. What a joke. What? What was that? I'll kick your ass for that. If you're so mad, hurry up and get on your feet. Like I said, even if I wanted to move, right now my body is. Shin. Right now it all depends on you. Say. We're putting in some work against Ronkai, but it's almost insinuating that they're gonna probably lose. Ronkai's getting pushed back. Impossible. That monster is about to lose. Everyone's shocked. We want... Who the hell said you could sit your ass down, Ronkai? What the hell do you think I even bothered raising a monster like you? I've already taught you the only point of your existence is to kill people for me. Hurry up and smash them into pieces. Otherwise, I'll have to punish you. You see one of the mountain people giving him the work still. What? Oh, wait, no. He hits the mountain person. My bad. Jifu. How? He had completely lost the will to fight with just one sentence from Seikyu. I bought Rankai off a black market merchant. The child of a rare gorilla species that has never been seen before. Initially, I only raised him because he was interesting. But in just a few years, he grew to a monster like this. Thanks to all the training I put him through, ever since his childhood, he obeys anything I say, no matter what it is. Anything at all. And he starts laughing hysterically. What? What sort of bullshit are you spouting? I've seen plenty of scum and lowlifes at Kokuhi village, but not a single one is as despicable as you. So the little garbage bug dares to speak. Shut up. Do not take another filthy breath in this room. You'll sully the palace with it. Don't screw with me. You're the one who should stop sullying the throne. That seat belongs to Sei. You've got it the wrong way around. What? Ace dared to ignore my rightful status of pure blood royalty and had to gal to usurp the throne from me. It is he who is tainting the throne with his impure filth. Pure blood, royalty is royalty. Who cares about that crap? That's why Sei was placed before you in line to the throne. All you low-born peasants. The nature of humans from the moment of birth is to be evil. That's crazy. Because your ignorant and selfish behavior is instilled within you from the moment you are born as a peasant. However, the royalty is different. From the moment of birth, we do not envy others, nor do we fear them. We're a supreme existence who exists to rule over the likes of you. And so, a kingdom is established comprising those who rule and those who are ruled over. It is only when your ilk stoops lower and lower below us that we royalty will be boosted higher into the heavens. Only then will our land achieve prosperity and stability. The only thing you trash need to do is prostrate yourselves before us. That is the form most befitting of a subject like you. Our duty is to secure the foundation of the royal bloodline while building a majestic kingdom and ascending to even greater heights. and to that end, I had Ace eliminated. The throne should be inherited by the most suitable candidate with the best qualifications. Problem for Kin as a whole. Do you have anything else to say to this, O foolish peasant child? Of course we still got something to say. Shin, thank God you're awake. Oh, you were still alive? I ain't out of the game just yet. And you get a nice grin from Shin. Seikyu, you plotted until Ryu's back was turned, ambushed Sei, and then stole his throne. Deception, murder, and theft. Ain't those the things you said that only low-born peasants do? So much for being a supreme existence. What a load of bull. You're going on and on about blood purity, but in the end, you're just bitter that Sei got chosen for the throne over you, aren't you? Haven't you been listening at all? I told you that removing Ace was for the sake of Kin. Whatever. Yapping on endlessly about technicalities is just going to get Ten confused. But there's one thing that's extremely clear. And that is no matter how much you keep bragging about how superior you are, there's not a single person who would stand beside and risk their life to protect you. Everyone behind him is kind of like giving the, yeah, he's kind of right look. And he just twitches. And the only one even fighting for you is just some poor, abused gorilla. This is the raw truth. You guys are absolutely sickening. Someone bring those two brats to me. I'll cut their heads off myself. They're carrying weapons. Why are you scared of a pair of brats? Would you bastards rather get fed to Ronkai? Now everyone's getting a little scared. Now then, it's about time you got your ass off that throne, Seikyu. Sei's just outside and he's pretty damn pissed. And that was chapter 40. Yo. So we've got a lot more progress on the Heki side of things. So like the Heki, the Shin, the like I just brain farted real. I brain farted for Baggio. Yeah, so we got like more on Baggio, more on Heki. Ten has just been reacting for like 15 chapters now at this point. But I mean, actually, since we fucking met 10, which was what, chapter 3, chapter 4, 5, something like that. I think 4. We need to see Sei versus Sei versus these guys, Yotanwa versus these guys. That's what we're probably gonna get in the next few chapters here, which is exciting. I will put a premiere out, guys, most likely tomorrow. And I might do Sunday later at night, but I can't promise that it will be Sunday. I will put just make sure you look at the premiere because it might change to Monday. Just keep an eye on that. If you do have anything like any questions, obviously this channel does not have a community tab, but we do have a Discord. The Discord is I'll just post it here. The Discord is for our Dragon Ball podcast, but you don't have to only watch Dragon Ball or talk about Dragon Ball to be in here. But anyways, I'll give updates here, or you can just ping me, or you can comment on the latest VOD and ask something, and I'll answer it on the VOD. So this VOD here, if you have any questions or anything, just post it down below, or any corrections, anything like that. How you feel about me reading this, blah blah blah. I've been really appreciating the comments a lot. I just want to thank you two for stopping in today, Demetrius, Sabini. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm sure more people will check it out from the VOD itself. And I'll see you guys either Sunday or Monday, and we'll do 41 to 50. So that should be fun. We'll be at 50, which is what? What, 1/20th? No, because there's not 1,000 chapters. Probably like 1/17, what, like 1/16th, 1/17th of Kingdom done. I do believe if I do around 17 to 18 chapters a week, I'll be caught up way before the end of the year. By the time it's like, I want to say November. I think October, November, I'll be done, or I'll be on latest. And and that'll be fun to do latest with you guys for sure. That'll be really really fun. But anyways, that's all for me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. These are some great chapters. Heki stuff was worrying me, but it looks like Heki's gonna live for now. I don't know for how long, but I feel like Kingdom's gonna have some deaths. I do. I do feel like there's gonna and some hopefully some impactful ones. Um, I say that, but like when it happens, I'm gonna be so pissed. But yeah, uh, hopefully Otano is safe though. That's all I care about. And yeah, I'll see you guys Sunday or Monday. Thanks guys for stopping by and peace.